Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm Rockin' Robin, and since the weather is starting to turn a little cold, I thought a nice hot soup would be really good. So today's episode, I'm making a roasted cauliflower and garlic soup, and I think you're gonna love it. So I'm Rockin' Robin, and I'm gonna show you how to do it right after this. All right, let me show you what's in our soup. Okay, we're gonna start off with our cauliflower here. I've already cut it up into florets, so it's ready to go. We're gonna roast that, remember? We'll need some fresh garlic. Now here with the garlic, you see quite a few cloves in that container, and I don't want you to be intimidated by that. So what we're gonna do with it is we're going to break open the bulb of garlic, and then we're gonna separate it, and we're gonna keep the paper intact. We wanna do that so that it will protect the garlic when it's roasting. It'll keep it nice and moist, and it'll keep it from burning. We'll need some fresh ginger, which we just wanna grate up. Here I've got 3 spices. I've got some ground turmeric, cumin, and some allspice. We'll need some salt and pepper. And for some more flavor, guys, we're gonna be using what is called a mirepoix, which is a combination of some onions, celery, and some carrots. And that's gonna give our soup some really good flavor. The French use it, and I tell you, they know what they're doing. So we'll need some chicken broth. I have some coconut milk, and this is actually optional. You don't have to use it, and I'll show you. You're gonna see our soup is gonna be already nice and creamy, but if we add the coconut milk, it's gonna even make it more creamy, but you can leave it out. We'll need a lime and some olive oil. So I'm preheating my oven right now to 425 degrees, and I'm gonna toss the cauliflower with a little bit of olive oil, probably about a tablespoon. Give that a nice mix. I'm gonna place a little bit of salt and some pepper on the cauliflower. And then we'll just pour it right here. I have a baking pan with some parchment paper on it. We're gonna spread this out into a single layer. The roasting of the cauliflower is really gonna give this some really good flavor. Cauliflower doesn't have a lot of flavor to begin with, so we're gonna add the flavor by roasting and adding some other stuff. Now with our garlic cloves, I'm gonna sprinkle them onto the tray here in different spots, and they will just roast right along with the cauliflower. So like I said, in the oven this goes, 425 for about 40 minutes. All right guys, so while the cauliflower and the garlic are roasting in the oven for 40 minutes, we want to be here at the stove cooking up our mirepoix. It's at the same time, and it'll cook about the same amount of time, and then when it's all done, it'll all be done together, and then we can just start blending this in our blender. In goes some olive oil, about a tablespoon or 2, maybe 2. What the heck? All right, we'll add our onions. I've got the temperature on medium heat. So in go our onions, carrots and celery. And I'm just gonna stir this up a little bit, get this going. Now I'm gonna add all those spices, the turmeric, the cumin, and the allspice. Like I said, I'm just gonna saute this, and eventually I'm gonna have to turn the temperature down because it's gonna start cooking down, and you're gonna see this kind of shrink down. I'm going to add a little salt to this and a little pepper. One thing I want to caution you about is when you use the spice turmeric, it has a tendency to stain. You see it has a nice bright yellow color to it, and so it can stain your clothes and your countertop. So just be mindful of that. Use a plate. I use a plate to rest my spoons on to protect them. So let me show you what 40 minutes of roasting the cauliflower should look like. You see all these nice brown tinge to it? That's what you want. This is going to be so yummy and flavorful. And this is what our mirepoix looks like. You can see how it's cooked down. Those onions are caramelizing, and boy, we're getting a lot of flavor into this. Now I'm going to turn that off, and we're going to let this cool for about 5 minutes. Then I'll take the garlic out of the paper wrapping that's left on there, and we'll start blending this up in our Vitamix. Things have cooled off enough now, so what we want to do is take our cauliflower and our mirepoix, and I'm gonna put half and half just for the heck of it. But we have to do this in batches. I'm gonna put it in the blender, and we're gonna add some chicken broth to this so that it blends up nicely, and we're gonna add it to a stock pot. So here is our second batch. Here you can see, guys, how creamy this soup is. You do not have to add any more cream if you don't want to. I'm adding the coconut milk because I think it really adds a little extra richness to it and a little sweetness, but you could leave it out. I'm going to add some lime zest. So I'm going to zest first, and then I'm going to add the juice. Here goes our lime juice. This is going to brighten up the flavors. I have the temperature right now on low heat. I'm going to bring it up to medium-low here just to get it warmed up, and then we're going to add the coconut milk. Give that a stir in. Here goes the coconut milk. Now once I get the coconut milk blended in, we're going to want to taste this for salt. I think just a touch of salt would be good. I'm just going to let this come up to a little bit higher temperature, and then we'll serve it up. Soup's on, guys. It is time to try out this beautiful soup. I'm telling you, it smells great, and of course I've already tasted it, as you know. But yeah, it's got so much flavor, guys. You're gonna love this. And you can garnish it up with a little parsley or cilantro right on top, and you know, whatever your favorite is. So I'm gonna give it a taste, again, officially for you. Wow. The flavors are rich, and this is so creamy. The roasted garlic is awesome. It is definitely not overpowering, but you can permeates throughout the whole soup. I mean, it is delicious. I can taste the, roasting that cauliflower gives it such a wonderful flavor. You're gonna love this soup, guys. So I do hope you'll try it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. And if you know somebody who might enjoy this, please share it with them and leave me a comment. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a button right up there. You can click that and you'll be notified every week when I put out a new video. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.